All right, let's talk about how solar panels work, or how a solar photovoltaic system works. Now, many of you may already know this. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty simple information. The reason I want to share this with you is because if you're brand new to the industry and you don't know how solar works, I want to give you a quick rundown on how solar works. If you are already in the industry and you're already selling, I want you to understand that this is really all the information that you need to provide to the homeowner about how solar works, so that you're not over delivering technical information. You want to have all the knowledge and information in whatever products you're selling, whatever type of systems, panels, inverters. You want to have all that information, right? But not every single homeowner is going to require that you go through all this technical information. And the way that I have found the best results in selling solar is to deliver information to your customer on a need-to-know basis, okay? As long as you, as the expert, know what you're selling, you know that you're putting the right products in place, you know that you're getting the end result that you need, you don't always need to explain all this to the customer. Now, you are going to have some customers that are more technical minded. Maybe they're an electrician, maybe they are an engineer, maybe they have studied solar for a while and they want more technical information, and you as a solar professional need to have that information to provide to them when necessary. However, what I'm trying to explain is that 90% of the time it is not necessary. What information do you need? How do you need to be able to explain this to the homeowner? It's fairly simple. We put solar panels on the roof. Sunlight hits those panels and generates electricity in DC current, or direct current, okay? Now, DC is not what we use in the house. We use AC, which is alternating current, which means that we have to convert that energy from DC to AC. We do that through an inverter. Now, there are many types of inverters. There are microinverters, there's string inverters, there's hybrid optimized systems, okay? We're going to get into that in a later module, but as of right now, that DC power goes through an inverter, converts that into AC electricity, and that AC is what is used in the home. The excess energy either goes back into the grid on a true net metered system, or if there is a battery backup system, depending on how the system is set up, that battery will get filled, and then any additional excess energy over and beyond that will go back to the grid. Now, if you are on a net metered system and there is no battery backup, during the daytime, you're more than likely going to set up a system that overproduces energy, pushes that excess energy back into the grid, and then you're pulling from the grid at nighttime. So you're in a constant exchange with the utility company. Now, this type of system works for places that have one-to-one or close to one net metering. If you're getting into places that have utility metering like NEM 3.0 in California and a lot of states that are making changes, you definitely need to educate yourself on battery backups and the ways that those changes are important, because when you would have sold a 100% offset system in NEM 1.0 or 2.0, that same size system is now going to be up to 70% less than what is required in those cases without having a battery backup system with that new utility change. So if you want some more detailed information about net metering, about the changes, about when to add and how to add battery backup systems, in the expert knowledge course, you will find an interview with Everett Brewer and myself, the owner of Stores Power, where we discuss in a little bit more depth about some of the changes that are taking place in utility metering and why batteries are so important when it comes to those situations. However, if you're talking about a one-to-one net metering or something that is similar to one net metering, again, you're just in a constant exchange with the utility company. You're pumping your excess energy back to the grid. During the daytime, you're getting credits for that energy production. Your meter, I guess you would say, is running backwards, right? Because you're getting credit on your meter, and then you're pulling from that at nighttime. So you're in an exchange with the utility company on a day to night basis, the same as you are from a micro scale on night and day to a macro scale on a seasonal aspect, where during some months of the year you're overproducing more energy and getting a credit on the bill, and during some months you're underproducing and you would have a little bit of a bill. again, these are all things that are predicated on the type of utility company that you're dealing with, the type of net metering programs that they have. And so you want to make sure that you're educated when it comes to those things. And we'll talk a little bit more about them in a later module, but you want to make sure that you're educated in whatever market that you're selling and whatever utility that you're selling to make sure that you're providing the homeowner with the proper information about how solar works.